Well, the BP case has been the biggest case that I know of that's ever affected the state of Alabama, certainly on the civil side. It was the biggest biggest man-made disaster, environmental and economic, in our state's history. So I came into office. The state had already filed a lawsuit against BP and the other responsible parties. My first order of business was to take the case in-house, if you will. So I decided we didn't need to pay a large contingency fee to an outside law firm. I thought we could do it with our own good lawyers, which we have done. Compare that to Louisiana, which has been the case with us from the beginning. They've spent over $25 million on outside lawyers. So I know, apples to apples, we've saved the taxpayers millions and millions of dollars. But not only saving money, we've taken the lead in doing that, because maybe it's because I went to law school in New Orleans, or I'm a member of the Louisiana Bar Association. I know a lot of the players there. The judge in the case where it's being handled in New Orleans appointed me the coordinating counsel for all the states. So that gave me a seat, an inside seat in the judge's chambers at the table to help push this case forward for us. And so where we stand, in the 3.5 years I've been in office, we've been able to get a massive settlement for the private businesses and individuals who were damaged. That's been listed as up to $7.5, $8 billion settlement. That money goes to our citizens who were damaged, and they can apply for that money. Second thing we've done is we've completed the first 2 phases of the trial, which found BP grossly negligent, which is very important to Alabama, because it means that the Clean Water Act fines and penalties that will come back to our state through the Restore Act will be potentially quadrupled. So instead of $1,000 a barrel, it'll be over $4,000 a barrel. That money will go to future generations to restore and preserve our great environment. The third phase is the economic damages, the lost economic damages that we suffered when the state's coastline was shut down for 4 months. We expect to have a trial here in Alabama next year that I will personally lead, that will hold BP accountable for that lost economic damage. We'll argue about the amount, but the key thing about that is that that money will go back into the state's general fund. So it's probably the biggest source of funding out there on the horizon that could potentially come to the rescue of the general fund. I have no idea what the court would do, and I would never make any promises, but it is very significant. And again, we've done that using our own lawyers in partnership with other lawyers who have the same common interest. And so I'm very, very proud of the progress we've made. We've done it at a great savings to our taxpayers, but we are ahead of the other 4 states. And so I think it'll be a huge legacy to our state, and I'm very proud to have been involved in that case.